So in my last video, I know I talked a lot of shit about Creek Squad and Adam Calhoun and Ryan Upchurch, so I decided I'd come back on here while I decided to, while I still on my OBS still have it open, that I would try and react to Adam Calhoun's diss that came out 2 hours ago. I thought, you know what? Let's see what he has to bring to the table. So if y'all want me to react to his other diss songs, then I will react to them. I mean, I've already heard them, but I can still react to them and break down the bars, see how he actually does. But I've not heard this one yet, so we'll check it out and see how I feel, because I'm trying to approach this from an objective standpoint, an unbiased standpoint, because I really don't have a dog in this fight, other than the fact that I kind of want them both to tear each other apart and let the throne be taken by someone like moi from Houston, Texas. So yeah, all you Mason-Dixon rappers can end each other for all I care. I don't.
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from...
I hate these ads.
Ryan won't fight, so we gotta call an officer. Drawn swastikas, now he's making fun of all of us. I'ma make sure this cracker burn like Auschwitz. Saw Yellowstone once, thinks he's Kevin Costner.
Whoa. You're gonna burn like Auschwitz. That's a hard bar right there. That's a hard bar. Burn like Auschwitz. I think he's Kevin Costner. It's Kevin Costner. But yeah, I will say that's a pretty good diss if it wasn't disingenuous. But at this point, bad faith is expected, especially coming from Ryan. So it's more, I'm more lenient towards the bad faith, especially given that, that's what the play has been since day one. So let's see what else he has to offer.
Look into his eyes, they the size of flying saucers. Acting all his life, someone hand this man an Oscar. You fucked up now, know you dealing with a king, right? Ryan just a bitch with a phone and a ring light.
So you want to say you're a king, but you left your throne 2 years ago with country rap tunes. Then you decided once that throne was empty that you wanted it back, and you came back, kind of undoing the purpose of country rap tunes. You feel me? I'm not trying to sit here and disrespect Adam for no reason, because I'm not Team Creek Squad. I think those guys are a bunch of crackheads. It's just, from where I stand, I need an explanation as to why you were chilling with Katie Noel, and you have shit with like Shaka Hustlemane or whatever his name is. I just want to know where the line should be drawn of where my respect should be paid, right? Because right now all I see are a bunch of Mason-Dixon rappers, because they're a bunch of Yankees. They're boomer conservatives. So basically meaning that they only like to preach and cosplay about the America First movement while actively not doing anything to benefit the America First movement. Now, I could be completely wrong about these guys. I could be very wrong about these guys. But, I'm just saying that this is my 2 cents as a guy from Houston, Texas, who sees all of y'all as a bunch of Yankees. Just saying.
The downward spiral is tragic. You died right now, hold your in haystack, carrying your casket.
They're doing the meme, like the Black Panther meme. Dun, 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 with the casket on their shoulders. Oh. So, like I said, bad faith is to be expected from Adam, especially when bad faith was given to him by Upchurch. So, I mean, all is fair in love and war. Is he serious? Okay, how are you going to be bald and, like, trying to get a fade? Adam, bro. Seriously.
Burn higher, more fire. Ryan Upchurch, natural born liar. Mortified, he can't leave his house. Tweaking, now he's screaming at his phone. He can't leave the couch. The closest people to him don't even believe him now. This is wild, motherfucker, and you can't even dispute. The only time Ryan's fire when that shit's on mute.
Whoa, okay. See? This feels like he was... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't fucking with Tweaker. I didn't care much about Go to Sleep, to be honest. And, what was the other one? Fuck, I've already forgotten the other one. It was, Church's Coffin. I liked Church's Coffin. I was like, okay, he's actually throwing punches now. See, my problem with Adam in this whole scenario is that Adam's being too nice to Ryan. He still thinks that they could be friends after all of this. Ryan has moved on. Ryan is crazy. All right. Ryan has lost his mind. He doesn't see you as a friend no more, Adam. All right. He sees you as an enemy now. So he's lost his mind. So at this point, the best thing you can do is either sit back and let him punch himself out and just ignore him, because clearly he will go insane and probably, end himself and attempt to try and get your attention. But instead you took the bait. And when you took the bait, you ended up giving him more ammo. So my recommendation is, if you want to keep dropping like this, hard work pays off, bro. This is impressive that you've actually been able to keep up with this and stand on your word whenever it comes to actually dissing. So hats off to Adam for being a true hip hop, sort of aficionado. But at the same time, this all would have been prevented if there was communication thoroughly between parties, good faith between parties. And on top of that, because I still feel like Adam was pulling his punches in those first couple songs. It's one thing to bait somebody, right? And whenever it comes to battle rap, you bait the other person, you bait you don't want to waste all your bars on the first song. That's pretty evident. That's Rap Beef 101, right? You don't waste your bars on the first song. But at the same time, how are you going to have 4 different songs, 4 different diss tracks, that is, and pull your punches on at least 3 of them? So this feels like Adam is not pulling his punches now. So let's keep listening to it.
I'ma move on with my life, and I'ma leave you behind. If this is the hill that you choose, then this is the hill that you die. You said my son's name and you thought that shit was hard. I just hope your daughter grows up and knows who you are.
Right? See, okay, now we're getting somewhere. It's like, how are you going to diss a man's family and then tuck your own family behind your back and be like, you shouldn't be dissing my unborn daughter? Shout out Flawed. I actually had a run-in with Flawed on Instagram recently. Actually today, that is, a couple hours ago, where he probably thought I was Tweak Squad. I'm like, bro, we're on the same team. We're the 199, bro. We're both Nerdrotic fans. He was on Tuesday night's main event. I'm 199, bro. I have a song literally dedicated to the 199. We're cool. We're same team, Flawed. We shouldn't be arguing over this shit. All I'm saying is I'm trying to come from an objective standpoint, and it's pretty clear that Flawed was heated by Upchurch, and he has every reason to be. Upchurch is a fucking crackhead. But that doesn't mean you got to take it out on people like me who are trying to be objective in this thing. Right? Because I'm not going to sit here and defend Adam. I think Adam's a good guy. I think Upchurch is a good guy. I think there's a lack of communication. I think there's a lot of dirt being thrown for no reason. If there's anybody who's like a shitty person in this whole sphere right now, it's Hosier. It's Hosier. It's Beast Boy. It's probably Just Trey, even though Just Trey might be a good guy. To me, he just seems like a dick rider. Like, that's the thing, is the reason people show hate towards Just Trey is because he rides dick harder than Savannah Dexter. That's just my 2 cents on the things. It's like Ryan is surrounding himself with all the worst people because they keep telling him, hey, this is okay to put out, don't have to check yourself on any of this stuff. Hey, nobody's going to ask you any questions about this stuff. You're living in a cult, man. You're living in a cult. But again, I wouldn't be caught dead with Katie Noel like Adam was. So, like I said, I'm impartial to both sides here. I have no bias. If anything, I want to see these guys tear each other apart so that Texas rappers can take over this country rap lane. Us Texas rappers need to fucking step it up. But my new album's out, Culture War, by the way. Culture War by Deadshot Dizek. That's out. Go check it out. If you want some Texas rappers. But yeah, let's keep going.
Our children are a blessing, and we're both successful. I never thought my dream would be this fucking stressful. You're the one that started this beef and then aborted it. Then you crossed the line, you probably snorted it. So keep talking if you trying to meet dirt. I never seen so many people run out to leave church.
Yikes. This is what I'm talking about. I think this might be it. This might be the end of the beef, at least for now, unless Ryan decides to shoot back. But I think Adam is taking, if he's really serious about it this time, Because last time he said he was done, which was amen, he came back. Came back for the Brave. He came back for, all these other features, which I know he said he was going to do. But at the same time, he came back for Mises. He came back for a country album. And now you're doing Americal too. It's like, bro, if you're going to retire from rap, retire from rap. Stand on that. And if you're going to finally back up, because you've taken the bait so many times with Upchurch, you're now letting him win by default. There's a no-win scenario in that case, Adam. So best thing you can do right now, put this one out, be the final one. When Upchurch sends his diss, you let that fucker punch himself out. Because he's already on the downhill slide. He's his own worst enemy. And if you let him just end himself, then you win by default. So actually stick to it.
Fans put you on a pedestal, rhymes barely legible. Doing shit online, real life would never pull. Ryan's just a vegan, and if he keeps speaking about beef, I'ma turn this motherfucker to a vegetable.
Hold on.
So, rhymes barely legible. Doing shit online, real life would never pull. Ryan's just a vegan, and if he keeps speaking about beef, I'ma turn this motherfucker to a vegetable.
So I don't mind the rhyme scheme there. That's actually a good bar, but like the rhyme scheme was kind of like you were 1 or 2 bars off where you should have been. Like, it's not very legible. It's gonna in this lane, that shit will never pull. Like, you should have had the next bar be turning him into a vegetable, but instead you rhymed about vegan and beef, which I thought it was gonna rhyme with vegan after that. Cause check this out. Check this out. Watch what he said.
Pedestal, rhymes barely legible. Doing shit online, real life would never pull. Ryan's just a vegan, and if he keeps speaking about...
So Ryan's just a vegan, and if he keeps speaking, then the next bar would be something like, because he keep tweaking. That's what you would follow up with, but he comes kind of jumping back, and that's not something I necessarily would have done in that case, and I don't think he pulled that off quite right.
About beef, I'ma turn this motherfucker to a vegetable. I feel bad like a disappointed dad, Ryan. I didn't raise you to be a piece of trash, Ryan.
Actually, his parents raised him to be a piece of trash because they were trash parents. It must be genetic, honestly. But yeah, don't take any credit for that, Adam. Just let it go. Let it go, let him go, my guy. If his parents are disowning him, there's a freaking problem. But then again, that's a whole family of crackheads you're dealing with.
Why your eyes twitching, teeth grinding, put a key in the ignition, find a cliff and keep driving.
I'ma move on with my life, and I'ma leave you behind. If this is the hill that you choose, then this is the hill that you die. I'ma move on with my life, and I'ma leave you behind. If this is the hill that you choose, then this is the hill that you die.
Well, I'll say this. I'm proud of Adam for sticking up on this. He actually understands rap music, unlike most of the Tweak Squad. We'll give a shout out to Taman for, not taking it too hard, I guess. He understands it, I guess. But yeah, I still think you guys should, you have 2 options. You either hug it out, call it quits, whatever. Then we have a whole good lane of healthy people all benefiting from each other. Or we just watch you guys tear each other apart. Best choice for Adam right now is to back away and let Upchurch punch himself out. If you want to keep responding, I can't stop you. I'm just a fan. I'm just trying to give some pointy advice because Upchurch doesn't take you seriously, and therefore he's going to treat you with the same respect as he would, say, a midget. And on top of that, he's not going to be fazed by anything you say. Therefore, all your bars would be wasted. So what you got to do is show him that you're not fazed by him, that you don't give a fuck about what he says, because clearly he ain't saying nothing. He can't even type his own words right, bro. If you watch my last video, he had a lot of misspells and typos in the lyrics under his video. So, you know what? I'll give this one a pass. This is actually a pretty good diss track, but this lane needs some fixing, and it ain't going to be done by all you Mason-Dixon rappers. So that was a shout-out to Adam, shout-out to Flawed. Yeah, don't smoke crack, guys. Don't be like that.